Hi friends, I am excited because I'm going to get involved in a going gray hair tag video. This tag has been put out by Mrkongsmom and Nikol Johnson. So, since I've done a couple of videos on going gray, I just thought it would be fun to answer these questions. I hope you enjoy it, and I will link their channels below. So, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'd love to have you join and subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. This is a gray hair tag video that I came across on YouTube, and it's by Mrkongsmom and Nikol Johnson. I will link their channels below. And Mrkongsmom put this out and said, anybody who would like to join in on this tag, who has gone gray, to please do so. So I'm going to go ahead and get involved in this tag because I have discovered that since I have gone through my journey of going gray, that there are a lot of women who are in that transitioning process or contemplating process, and so there's like a gray sisterhood out there, and if I can be an inspiration or a help to anyone, then that's what I want to do, and I thought I would join in this tag. So here are the questions for the tag. Question number 1, how old were you when you started going gray? Truly started going gray, I believe I was in my mid to late 30s, more so approaching the 40 mark. Now, when did I start noticing a gray here or there? Probably in my late 20s, you know, maybe one sprouting out here, one here, a little here, not anything, you know, just one of those noticeable hairs that you could just grab and pluck out. So that's when that happened. How old were you when you decided to transition? When I truly decided to transition my gray, I was 60, between 60 and 61. I just turned 63 in July, and it really was a 2-year process for me. When did I think about doing it? Oh, several years before that. Made an attempt to try here or there. It lasted 6 weeks, and that's as far as it went. Did you go to your hairdressers to help with the transition, or did you just go cold turkey? And what did your hairdresser do to help if you went to one? I did go to a hairdresser when I really got to the point of wanting to transition for coloring. I decided, I went in for a consultation, and I was going to have the hairdresser literally color my hair the silver gray tones and just let it come out naturally. And that particular hairdresser literally talked me out of it because I still had a lot of dark color to my hair. I still had hair dye on my hair, and he basically just said, you're going to bleach your hair down to nothing, and you know, it's a huge process, and it can be very shocking when you first see yourself in gray, and you may not like it, and you're literally going to spend hundreds of dollars to get it to the color that you want. So basically, he talked me out of that and said, if you really want to do this, and he could see that when I had gone to him, I had already been maybe 8 weeks growing it out. So he could see that I was having more growth up through here and definitely over here in the temple area. And he basically talked me into cutting my hair super short. I had already transitioned my hair. I wore it in a bob like this, a little bit longer for years and years and years. And then I started going shorter into more of a shorter asymmetrical kind of inverted bob, and then he really talked me into the pixie and just said, if you're truly serious about doing this and you want to shorten that gap of, you know, this dark, keep getting it cut short. So that's basically what I did. And, you know, did I like going that short? No, but for me it was okay because I have worn my hair short and pixie style in the past, growing up and even later on. And you know, I changed my hairstyle a lot, so I knew what my hair was going to look like going really short. I didn't really like it, but for me that was the best choice. Question number 4, what was the reaction of your friends and family? Well, basically it was negative. Like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to make yourself even look older than you already are? And oh, you're going to hate it and you're not going to be able to do it. And you know, actually I think because of that, I literally was encouraged to do it. Just because they said you'll never be able to do it. And I decided, yes I am, because I'm just to the point where I'm tired of dyeing it. And yes, I will do it, and I'll especially do it because you say I can't do it. Number 6, least favorite thing about being gray. You know, that's really hard because I truly, truly love it now. If I have to say the least favorite thing is, okay, it just, I don't know. I guess it just reminds me that I'm of age. But also remember that they say that gray hair is a sign of wisdom. So I love that. And hopefully I've gained a lot of wisdom in my life. So I don't really have anything negative to say about being gray. Now, I had a lot of negatives to say about going gray, but about being gray, not really. I love it. Number 7, do you receive a lot of criticism for your gray hair? If so, how do you deal with it? Not now. Everything that I hear about my gray hair now is very positive and very encouraging. I've had tons of people ask me, is that your natural color? Did you grow it out? How did you do it? Was it difficult? So I don't really get any criticism now. During the growing out stage, yes. I mean, it wasn't harsh criticism for my family. It was like, ooh, how long are you going to let that go on? Or, that doesn't look so good. I basically ignored it because while I was on the journey and I had made the commitment, I was so determined. Frustrated, but yet determined that I was going to do this. So I guess I just had to block out the negative and just go straight forward. Number 8, what is your favorite compliment that you have received about your hair? I think the compliment that I've received about my hair is that it's just a really pretty salt and pepper silver tone, and that it just seems to have a lot of, you know, shine. And but really the most compliments that I've received is that the actual salt pepperish look to it is just really striking and very flattering. So I think that's a great compliment. What is your biggest piece of advice, this is number 9, to anyone looking to start the process? My biggest advice is this: contemplate the process. Do some research. You have to want it way more. It has to outweigh everything that you've already gone through with either your natural hair color or your dyed hair color. So contemplate it. And during that contemplation, watch YouTube videos. talk to other people who have gone through the process, go to a hairdresser's, and really take the time to contemplate it. This is not a decision that you can make, I don't believe, in just, okay, I'm going to go take 3 inches off my hair. Okay, I'm going to go turn my hair gray. I really think you have to contemplate it. And I think that is my biggest advice, to start there and then just stick to your guns. Just get through it. And if you have to keep reminding yourself, do a board on Pinterest. That's a ton of fun. Pin all kinds of gray hair shades and hairstyles, and you know, do whatever you need to do to keep encouraging yourself. But contemplating it is, I think, the first step, and it really is the most important step. Number 10, who is your gray hair idol? That's a tough question, because I'm not so sure that I have a gray hair idol. I can tell you that when I was in my very early 20s, I knew a girl who was an attorney, and she was maybe 5 years older than myself, and she had strikingly natural, beautiful salt and pepper hair at that young age. And she had very dark hair with silver streaking, and it was all natural, and she had really dark, very bold eyebrows, and she was just striking. And I always admired that look. But that was her natural hair color. She had started going that hair color grayish coming out from a very, very young age. So I think that was something that has always stuck in my mind about what I consider gray hair. And along the way, I can honestly tell you, I never, ever, ever thought to myself that I would let myself go gray. Ever. I just would, when I was in my 30s, I would look at other women who were going gray naturally, or who had never dyed their hair and their grays were coming out, and I couldn't fathom, why on earth do you want your hair to look like that? With all the hair colors that are out there and everything that you can do, why don't you just color your hair? I couldn't understand, I couldn't grasp it. And I think I want to say a big thank you to the younger generation as far as my story goes, because they really started to popularize smoky bluish gray hair and really bring out the pretty color of a gray and salt and pepper kind of hair. And I was looking at lots of pictures, watching YouTube videos, and really a lot of younger girls were going for the gray hair look. And for a while, when I started my journey, it just became so popular. But I can tell you, it's a very, very hard color to get dyed. Very difficult. Plus the system is a little bit harsh. It's a lot harsh when you're stripping your hair down. So I also know that my mom, who is going to be 89 years old in a few months, she of course has very beautiful white hair. Now my mom's natural hair color is super, super black, and my natural hair color was just brown. My dad's hair coloring was a lighter brown, and my mom's hair was super black. But my mom always dyed her hair, and as she entered into her phase of being into her late 40s, 50s, she started coloring her hair lighter and lighter and bleaching it out and getting rid of the black and almost just kind of going into a brownish blonde. And then finally, I'd say about maybe 5 years ago, she just quit putting rinses on her hair, and she quit perming it, and she just kind of grew it out into just a very chin level, you know, kind of older lady bob, and just let it go to its natural color, which just totally is all white. And it's a very beautiful white. It's a soft white, but no gray, because I think she missed that part of the growing out. But her brother, my uncle, had a beautiful head of hair, very, very thick, and he had a lot of salt and pepper and a very, very pretty silver hair. So since I never did get to see my mom's natural hair color in the silver, because she had spent all those years dyeing it, I wasn't really sure. My dad had a little bit of gray, but not a lot. I wasn't sure how my grays were going to come out, so I just had to go for it, and I'm really happy with it. So it's a very difficult transition. I've stated that on a couple of the videos that I've done. I feel like it's well worth it, and I'm really thankful for this particular tag, and I decided I'm going to join in on it. And I think that it's true that there's a sisterhood of gray-haired people out there, and I think there's a lot of women who really want to do this, and just, you know, if this can be a support to other women, I think it's a great tool to use to encourage you as you go on your way. So thank you for collabing on this tag and for inviting others to share in, and that's what I would like to do. If you're in the process or you've gone through the process and you want to join in on this tag, it's there, and I will link their channels below, and you can find I'll go ahead and put the questions in down below. So until next time, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this tag. My hat's off to you if you're in the process, or if you're just beginning, or even if you're just starting to contemplate doing it. I'm so happy I did. I can only say I wish I would have done it sooner. I think gray is beautiful, and you can be beautiful at any age, no matter when you start the process. Bye!